I'll
You
make him
want...
red. Purple is
Okay,
horrible. And we
yeah.
already got a pause. Oh my god. So if you are not informed, Daut is having some hotkey issues thanks to us playing on the old patch. So yeah, he was now fixing his
Yes.
hotkey, and we can continue. So yeah, we are in, and wow, not only the Daut is pulse, like look at his map, man. This is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, other than having the forward forage bushes, which is always kind of annoying with pulls,
Yeah, true.
but like having all the mineral resources in the back is a pretty good gift as far as that goes.
Yeah, just the lumber camp is a bit, well,
Eh,
his woodline is not the greatest. I mean, the ones that are inside the walls. But okay, I mean, it's not a big issue. While Vinchester's map, he forgot the board, is quite worse, right?
just a little bit. Forward main gold and stone, not exactly ideal. But I mean, not only is Vinch picking Berbers in his draft, which is already a little bit of an eyebrow raiser, but he's picking them in game number one. So
Yeah,
clearly he has some sort of confidence with this civ.
weird. Weird. Maybe he just wants to use one, maybe make Doubt use one of his best sieves. Was supposed, yeah, it's his second pick. Like, I kind of noticed that in his games, Doubt likes to pick his top sieves at the start. I don't know if it's a pattern, but I remember that from the previous round. So maybe Vinch said, okay, I'll use a pleb sieve and hopes that Doubt will use his best sieve. And even if I lose, like, okay, Doubt lost his best sieve, but I'm not sure. Just a theory.
Yeah, no, I think that regardless of the situation, if you are going to play Berbers, on the one hand, Berbers versus Poles feels pretty rough. But I mean, hey, if you lose, it's your fifth pick versus your opponent's first pick.
Yeah.
Not the end of the world. That said, although Poles economically have a huge advantage in this matchup, as they do against most civs, Camel Archers could be something they don't love facing.
Yeah, but Caramel Archers are kind of hard to mess, right? Like,
Yep.
you need a lot of castle, you need upgrades, and Pulse is not a slow sieve.
No.
Like, it's not a slow sieve at all. So, by the time you mess 5 Camel Archers, the pole players can already have, let's say, 20 Cavaliers. So,
And that's
yeah.
being conservative.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure about the Camel Archers, but we will see. I feel like Vinch definitely has to aim for them. That would be his best option here, but it's gonna be tough for sure. Especially with the map and the relics. Like, even the relics are so much better for Daut.
Yeah, there's the one that's closer to Vinch, but all four others are closer to Daut. And I feel like we've seen that
John
relic
Slow, who
distribution
John Slow,
pattern a
remember
few
John
times
Slow
so far
one.
throughout the tournament.
It's possible. It's possible. So, what do we expect to see here? I assume light cap by both will not be too controversial.
I don't know, light cav on Arena these days?
Who can
I don't
imagine that?
know. What next? You're gonna tell me there's gonna be a skirm war?
Almost as shocking as two militia into archers on Arabia, right?
Exactly. At least in Arena you get to see Imperial Age stuff.
Mm. And Dowdy's going on stone early on. I like that, but only 3 villagers. So I assume he will do a market and sell something, because with only 3 villagers, he's never gonna get enough gold for the first castle, not with 25 villagers uptime.
You can do the thing where you just sell 100 stone,
Yeah,
and because the price is 91, you can go ahead and click up the castle age like that. Just
yeah,
do this regular stable plus market that people are doing these days. I think that'll work just fine.
yeah. That's gonna be a Ripardo's build here for sure. Market stable for Doubt. While Vinchester, not going for anything crazy like going on stone or opening with a castle. Going for one of his famous weird Vinch mining camps.
Every time, man.
Uh,
It makes no sense.
it's like he believes in them. I don't know. He tries to do them, which is super weird. Like, why not? Oh well. It's going for a barrack, so it's gonna be scouts for Winchester 2 here. And Poles should
What do
have
you
the
think of the five
advantage.
farms in Dark Age?
What?
What do you think of the 5 farms in Dark Age?
Uh, it's fine. I mean, like, well, he has a lot of food already, actually. Wow, he needs to go a bit heavier on the wood, I would say. If,
Yeah.
uh, especially, he doesn't even need that house, so that's another waste of wood. Uh, okay, I'm not sure he'll be able to fast castle that without idle time. Or maybe 3 villagers. We will see.
Yeah, let's see. Sorry, what were you saying?
I already forgot. Table market for Daut. I was gonna. Okay, I remember now. So, Poles would have the better scout opening here, right? Due to their sick farms and stuff like that.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, Berbers do have the cheaper scouts once you hit Castle Age, but the savings aren't really going to be that great relative to how many resources you're getting as the Poles.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, Vinchester actually, let's see if he'll have some. No, he should be fine. Market, no, stable and blacksmith. He's on the way to Castle Age. Daut, 1 villager faster, getting 4 scholar first, which is super nice. For his farms, now he'll get double bit axe. And he's still staying on the stone. Yeah, he sold actually 200 stone and bought food. Okay. Daut is playing with the market.
Well, that is a classic Doubt maneuver. Always friends with the market. But what is going to be interesting is that the stone to gold generation is pretty slow now. So if
Yeah.
he wants to afford more than 1 monk, it could be a little bit tricky unless he's continuing to use the market going throughout Castle Age.
True. True. And Finch did get actually 20 seconds of idle time in the end, so we were right about the wood, I guess. It was not ideal by him, not the greatest start ever, but now we got the scout work going. Let's see the micro, careful Vinchester. The wolf is there to help. Okay. Oh man, that wolf is annoying.
Hey man, I just got here. No need to be so
not
rude.
not you, that is the other wolf.
Yeah, even just attacking the spearman, doing a little bit of damage could mean the scouts kill it in 1 or 2 fewer hits.
Yeah.
And when every single unit is so valuable in early Castle Age Arena, it does add up.
Yeah, I like the fact that Daut is sending his low HP. Oh, come on, Daut. It's like he did it on purpose to fuck up my casting. Like, Daut, such a good job. He's gonna heal the low HP scout and he leaves it on
Yeah.
aggressive stance. Amazing, Daut. Amazing.
The Lord is always watching us.
Okay, so second DC for Daut on the woodline. Monastery for bows. Second bulwark as well. And husbandry opening for Vinch over Lightcap. Interesting.
I guess he knows that, I guess, Doubt has maybe a low HP spearman, lower HP scout might try and pounce and get a kill. But Doubt, meanwhile, actually investing into the heavy plow quickly, of course, always going to be a nice upgrade for the poles. But yes, as you were saying, Doubt with the faster second TC will continue to further that
And
economic
the
advantage.
monk, Daut. I said that monk. What? It survived. But for how long?
Yeah. It's so hard to keep those guys alive.
So now it's actually Vinchester who is going to have both Lightcap and Husbandry, while Daut has only Scout without Husbandry. That's not the greatest. Like, he's both. He should be the one with those upgrades, I would say. But, is it working? Oh man, it's working.
Yeah, only 1 light cab left, although Vinch was back at home healing up another one. And yeah, now Vinch going to go right back across the map. And yeah, I mean, Doubt has 1 more monk coming out, but it's still going to be tough for him to take map control.
Yeah, and he's doing 1 more scout, but Vinch definitely has the numbers right now. He's now adding 2 on Sanger's Winchester, 1 on wood, 1 on stone. But he has a map control at the moment, and he has a better upgrade, so it's gonna be quite tough for Daut. Yeah, he has to add a spearman. Vinch is not paying attention. He's a lot of HP. So do you think like Daut will try to do a small 3TC boom, gain map control, maybe push a castle, maybe on that stone? I feel like that's a good opening by him. if that's the case.
I think any opening that involves not giving Vinch time to build up to Camel Archer Hussar is going to be pretty good for Daut, and I think that is certainly one way of applying that pressure. But unfortunately for Daut, he's struggling to keep his monks alive against the Husbandry Light Cav, as that's just so tricky to do in the best of situations.
Yeah.
So, Relic's coming in for Vinch.
Yeah, he has now 6 light cap compared to only 2 from Daut. It's really weird. Like, Daut invested some into light cap and monks and spearmen, and he's getting nothing in return. So, kind of a sloppy play by him. Well, they get a kill here. 30 CA by Daut on the wood line. Okay. Not really sure who's at a better position right now. Like, Daut has more villagers, better economy for sure, but Vinch has better military. And another dead monk. Oh no. Ooh, nice.
Not today. But I was gonna say, if it feels like if Daut wanted to not invest that much into the scouts, you might as well just open with spearmen and then add in a few scouts later, as opposed to slowing down your boom potentially. But yeah, oh man, it's so tough keeping those monks alive.
That's how many already? 3 dead monks, I would say.
Yeah.
While Vinch, I don't think Daut killed a single monk. He's now going for his second relic. Daut could intercept. Does he know? Yeah, he knows. Okay, he's going straight towards the monk, but the monk could see it, I think, and he's trying to run away, but he's too slow. He's too slow, and that should be a dead monk. He doesn't have Sensity. Insta conversion!
Oh no!
Oh no, and that's why I do light cap, because if that was a light cap, it was dead monk. Yeah.
Just all of these, just one more second can really add up. Vinch has a lot of low HP light cav, and 2 of them are going to go down. Daut will snipe the monk. Oh, but yeah, Vinch is still so low that Daut is climbing right back in the KD.
Yeah, and he's adding a 4-stone center, so he's not rushing him like I thought he would. He's finally getting the light cap upgrade, so he will... Actually, it's looking great for him right now. He recovered in military. And he is ahead in economy. Vinch did get 2 relics, but Daut can still get 3, so I think he's at a good spot.
Yeah, so even though things looked a little bit rocky early on, Vinch wasn't quite able to heal up a lot of those injured light cav from before, and now Daut working with a bit of an economic advantage. He still could be working with a relic advantage, and all of those things against a civ that you know that you're faster than is going to set you up really well for early Imperial Age.
Yeah, but what's his composition? Like, I thought he will try to do the castle and then do the Schnitzel privileges and try to rush early on, but if he doesn't do that, like, it could be a bit tricky to go Cavaliers against the Berbers. So what would you open here if you were Daut after a big boom?
After a big boom, I think that you can still go for the Shakta Cavalier plan, and then if you have a forward castle, maybe mix in some Obuki, and use those to maybe tank some camel hits, because camels just barely scratch those, so like any hit that the camel deals against an Obu is like nothing.
Okay, today we learned. Now forging even for Vinchester, so he really wants the map control, and the remaining 2 relics. Daut now with Wilbur and Boso. Vinch without Wilbur, without Heavy Blow. And with only 3 top factors. Silly Siri.
Google always listening.
God. Oh yeah. So another stable by Daut.
Yeah. Interesting. He really wants to keep up with the map control, and considering he has stone for a castle that he needs right now, could be looking to drop that forward. But Vinch saying no, not yet.
Daut trying to get the relics, but that's another dead monk. He's also going to the one, the only one left on the right hand side. Well, this one next to his wall. Oh, but no, he opened the gate. Oh no. And now he has no loom. So how many dead villagers? Place your bet. Quick wall? Oh,
Don't even have the forging upgrade. Spearmen there to help out. Light Cav are taking an actual engagement, so 2 of the Light Cav are down right away.
Oh, what?
What?
Okay.
2 dead villagers. Could be... No, could not be 1 more. Like I was thinking maybe there is a low HP villager somewhere, but I remember it's Pulse. He can snipe farms actually, yeah.
Yeah. Almost right there. Daut, not at all bothered. Poor like how getting your base. Don't get Loom. Loom is for cowards.
Stop opening the gate, Daut. Come on, do you want more like Kevin? He actually did get the relic on the right, so it's gonna be probably 3-2 for Daut, unless Vinchester can steal that relic. He should, but that monk is almost dead. No, it will die. It will die for sure, right?
But
Right.
in the tug of war, the relic will be slightly closer
Oh,
to
what?
his face. Oh, throwing the relic back.
Ay. Okay. So conversion here for Daut at the university, so he will be trying to go to Imp soon. Forward castle by Vinchester. Could have been maybe a bit more forward to secure both gold and stone. But it's
I
not
think,
the
especially
worst.
because he's patrolling outside of Daut's base, he knows that Daut doesn't have anything on the map. Might as well put it in front of the stones, which is going to be super critical for both of these civs, because Poles like having lots of stone and Berbers like having lots of castles.
Yeah. Look how many stables Vinch is adding. He already has 17 light cav. And he is adding more and more and more stables. So I assume, yeah, the composition you were talking about, the Hussars and the Camel Archers is what he's planning to go for here. And Vinch did get that relic in Zen, so it's gonna be 3-2 for Vinchester.
Not at all bad for him. And yeah, Camel Archer production has started. And I guess the idea of I want to keep my castles a little bit safer when I'm really relying on my unique unit in the late game isn't a bad idea for Vinch, especially if he's thinking, okay, if Daut goes up to Imp faster with Pole Eco, then he could just trap me down. So the more I think about it,
to you
the
too,
less I
Pop
hate
You
that
Delight.
castle.
Thank you. Yeah, so we are now getting the Schnitzel privileges indeed for Daut. So he's gonna spam those cheap Cavaliers soon. And the question is, will Vinchester be able to mass enough?
Well, Casbah is going to help with that. Faster working castles, like a mini conscription in the Castle Age. Can help get those Camel Archers rolling. They do have a very slow train time.
No.
But yeah, Daut's stuck in his base for the time being.
Okay, he's getting Daut opens the gate out, getting husbandry, getting bloodlines, more stables. And economy-wise though, Daut should be a bit ahead. He's 5 villagers more and got heavy blow. Got the gold upgrade now.
Yeah.
So
Around
let's see.
3,000 more resources collected already for Daut. That is just the strength of Poles.
Okay. And Daut will need a lot of traps early on. Maybe like he's off stone. And his second stone is quite forward, but I think he should try and go for it and try to do another castle forward, a bit more forward, to between those two stones. Maybe that would be great for him later on to defend his traps. But let's see, Imp now for Daut. Should be going for the Cavaliers instantly, but he prefers to do a trap first. Okay, makes sense.
And Vinch himself, you know, you're massing all of those stables for the light cav in the mid game, while suddenly you still have a bunch of stables for camel production,
Yeah.
which is now 20% cheaper with Berbers, so that's a very, very easy transition. And you still have the two castles with Casbah to get that camel archer production rolling, so I like the way that Vinch is sort of mapping out his unit transitions.
Yeah, that's really great. The camels would be sick here against the Cavaliers. He's indeed getting heavy camel, he's getting conscription, Daut is getting conscription too. He got 2 blacksmithes, so he can do double the upgrades at the same time, but but military numbers are also the same. It's looking quite even. Daut with the quick walls now, trying to save the villagers on the gold, but they're dead. But Daut is taking a big fight here, just before heavy camel kicks in and before cavalier kicks
The
in.
camels are getting trapped by the knights! Oh, yeah, a lot of them are going to go down right now. Vinch can retreat to the safety of the castle, has a couple of monks to help out as well, but this is Daut hitting right before some very important upgrades from his opponent.
Yeah, and the military numbers are kind of lying, right? Because in theory both have around 30 military, but Daut has 30 cavaliers and Vinchester has mostly light cav. It was enough to kill the trap, but he's definitely losing now in the norther. But now it's tricky again because there is a lot of camel all of a sudden.
Yeah, those are just so effective, getting that nice 18 bonus damage. Daut gonna try and mix in some pikemen, but of course no halberdiers for the poles. And as both players just kind of sending their units into the mosh pit, it's tough to imagine which is going to be more cost efficient in the long run, but right now it looks like the knights are enough.
Yeah. Let's see. Pikemen should be really, really good here. Like, that's the composition that Berbers really struggle against, right? Cavaliers and pikes together. But it will take Daut quite some time to mass a pikeman.
Yeah, and Vinch isn't giving him that time. He is continuing to press forward with his Camel Archer combo. But it's just the raw production of Daut with those Flock of Privileged Cavalier are going to be enough. For the time being, that looks like a yes.
Yeah, yeah. He needs to take control of the gold on the left, because he still has gold at home, but still he should think about the future, get rid of those cavaliers. Or maybe he's thinking, okay, at the moment it doesn't really matter, right? Like, because it's less population for Vinchester. If those light cap are doing nothing on the left side, it doesn't really matter at this stage. So Daut is on the stone, so he soon will be able to do a castle. And as I said, the castle there, between the stone and the gold and another stone, should be very important.
Yeah, there's so many resources in the middle of this particular arena generation that Daut has a ton of villagers that could be quite exposed until he gets that castle established, but it looks like Daut saying that the best bound of defense is just throwing cavaliers and pikemen at the enemy.
Yeah, but now he's...
The KD speaks for itself already.
Yeah, he's suffering. Okay, that castle might be a bit too late. Oh no, the counter castle by Vinch. Oh yeah. Classic Daut castle or what?
Oh boy. Camel Archer is maybe poking away at the villagers a little bit, but I don't know if without the Camel Archer firing, there's enough camels to win the fight on their own. Daut already has 2 Trebs here as well.
That's good for Daut. Vinchester deletes. That was really good. Like, that castle was in perfect timing.
That was just enough units for Daut to hang in, and then having those 2 Trebs there as well to help out. Put pressure on the HP of the opponent's castle. All good there as well, but Vin's going to start his own Treb production at this point.
Yeah, and now the traps are coming for the next castle. He has 3 traps now. Getting the final armor for his 1 pikeman. He needs more pikemen. Daut. Oh no, he's gonna lose the traps.
Benevolent leader. That 1 pikeman is getting the royal treatment.
Yeah, that's... Oof. Well, he lost only 1. I thought he would lose both. But it's so easy to remass those cavaliers, right? They're so cheap. How many stables does he have? 8 stables. You can spam them non-stop, and now he should get those traps of Vinch. Yeah, that's so good.
And suddenly there isn't really a whole lot to put pressure onto the Trebs of Daut. Of course, the camels don't really stand up super well under castle fire. Vinch is going to go for it. He needs to keep those castles alive, but Daut is just continuing to fling units at his opponent. And it seems like just the numbers are a little too great even for Berber heavy camels.
Yeah, and first castle falls. Vinch has still 2 castles, but the next one is already under fire. Like, 1 trap didn't even have to repack. And if the castle goes down, Vinch will be left with only 1 castle. It will be so hard to mass Camel Archers, but as soon as I say that, he's already adding another castle. Boom.
That one is a little bit safer at least, and to be fair to Vinch, the Camel Archer numbers aren't really falling. They're not climbing super fast, but Vinch is doing a pretty good job of keeping them alive. So if you can just get to enough units, maybe it will work, but still... Daut is just not letting Vinch build up.
Yeah, they lack a lot of upgrades still. Now he's only now doing the armor, he's lacking elite, of course. So those Camel Archers still need quite a few of those upgrades. But another castle falls. Vinch still has 2 castles at home, so still has a score lead, getting some villagers on the left side. Daut needs to re-wall that. The pikemen are there, but still needs to be safe. The traps are shooting at the camel archers. I love it.
We were seeing that a lot in this tournament, just using the trebs to snipe random units, that it really does add up over time.
Yeah, for sure. Big fight now. One trap goes down. Clown Dog going crazy. Well, Doubts now? Well, both have lost many numbers on their military, but 2 traps went down.
Yeah, and at least the remaining 2 castles are out of range of the trebs right now for Daut, but it seems like the production is just really big of an issue for Vinchester.
Yeah.
Camel archer numbers are only going to increase slowly, and that is not true of Daut's Cavalier spam, as he's coming in with even more stables.
Yeah, that's great. You always want to have more and more production buildings forward. Each time you push a bit deeper, you should replace the production buildings to be able to mass more quickly. And Finch can afford another castle already. Not sure where to do it. Maybe on the right now. I don't know. He needs a very. I would do it all the way at the back of his base.
Yeah,
actually.
I don't think that's a bad idea in this particular context. He just really needs his unique unit production for those camel archers there. And Daut once again trying to lay down the mortar fire of those trebuchets. But now it seems like Vinch is switching off the camels a little bit into the light cav, and those are going to be performing way worse against those Cavalier.
Yeah, which is weird. He's super heavy on the goal, like 42 villagers, but another big issue is that he has too many villagers in general. Like, he has 154 villagers, which leaves space to only 44 military, which is not the greatest. Not against those numbers from the polls. Okay, that's a bit tricky, the trebs. You know
Right now, Daut's muscling his way through his opponent, classic Poles style. He's got the 4 trebuchets, so it's going to take down the castle super fast, although one is going to get sniped. Yeah, the camel archers are still only at 20.
Yeah, he needs way more, and again, still not elite. Getting masonry now, trying to save the castle, but well, he's not even repairing. He knows that the castle is lost. Yeah, he still has 2 castles. He always has 2 castles when he loses.
Well, 2 more trebuchets get sniped, but of course, Daut's army composition should be a lot cheaper in the long run than Vinch's, at least up to this point. Because it's still camels plus camel archers, so it's 2 gold units versus the very cheap Cavalier and the pikemen, so that's just not spending that much gold. So maybe that's why Vinch is saying, okay, well, we need to really start conserving our gold since we're losing map control.
Yeah, and Daut should think about that as well, right? He doesn't have a lot of gold left. He still has stone, which gives him gold, but maybe he should already start researching the wing hussars, just in case for the future. The problem is for Daut now that he lost his trap, so it's gonna be quite tough for him to push with only 1 trap, not too scary. And seems like we are going into lots of raiding right now, because neither of the player can really push here. Oh, finally, elite camel archer, nice.
Yeah, so the camel archers are at this point fully upgraded, minus I think Magrebi camels. So, I mean, it's taken a long time for Vinch to get to this army comp, but he has arrived at last. But he still is lacking any sort of siege to push back out onto the map.
Yeah.
Castle gonna help out a fair bit in that fight.
That's a lot of military by Daut all of a sudden. He has almost double the military here. And, well, I don't know. I still don't like Vinchester's position. Like, but now Daut is doing the wing hussars, he's doing even guilds. I don't think he has the unique tech for the wing hussars, right?
No, not yet.
But still, it will be a great unit in the later game. And now Daut is gonna do another castle on Vinch's face, or what? Like, be brave, Daut. Do it on his walls, on that goal.
I certainly wouldn't complain about that. I do like the stables coming forward. What Daut has been doing quite successfully all game long is he is just constantly trading with Vinchester. Daut's army is so cheap, and his economy is so strong that he can afford to do that and just sort of slowly grind Vinch back towards his base. I mean, Vinch still has the score lead, but you and I both agree that his position is nowhere near as good as Doubt's right now.
Yeah.
He is now getting late to pick Legacy.
Yeah, gonna be great. Now his Wind Hussars will do some trample damage. And, well, ooh, be a nice raid on the right side of Vinchester's base. Like, the castle is defending, so maybe not. But that gate will go down soon, and then the raid will begin. Vinch still has a score lead, but I'm not sure for how long. The passing. The passing. And now the gate closed.
No. Well, at least the units in a very clumped up area is good for the trample damage of the winged hussars.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, still, Vinch is trying to hang on with, one of the most efficient units in the game in the Camel Archer. But he just is lacking all map control and is still critically lacking that siege component.
And it's so awkward to take down gates with traps. Like, it feels like they hit like each fifth shot or something like that. Like, they always miss the gates. Maybe finally now. Oh, okay. Finally the gate is down. Daut doing more and more production buildings in the middle. I love that Vinch keeps trying to snipe trap. Gonna take it. With the last hit. And Vinch is rewalling. Okay. Oh boy.
He's still at almost 150 villagers, but Daut gonna switch into some skirmishers. It has been far too long since we've seen that unit. But in this situation, yeah, of course, the Camel Archers are your biggest threat, and whittling those numbers down is going to be your best way to take good fights.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm getting Viper ACCM flashbacks here. But, yeah. Finally, Vinch is using his Hussar on the left to do some raiding, but Daut is paying attention. And now Daut is raiding on the wood line of Vinch, which will actually help Vinchester a lot, because he has too many villagers. And losing some would be great, because he is flowing wood like crazy here. 47 on wood, 82 farmers by Vinchester, wow.
Yeah, not at all bad for very cheap Hussar production. And if he can squeeze out Magrebi camels to allow those guys to regenerate HP over the course of these very protracted fights, I mean, he will be set up for a very, very grindy game.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, Vinch is trying to dive for the traps, getting one, could get another one perhaps? No. But Daut now getting full upgrades for his skirmishers, getting the final armor, getting tumbling, already got ballistics and chemistry, so they're gonna be fully, everything will be fully upgraded basically for Daut now with these two upgrades, also military at least.
Indeed they will, but Vinch, he's getting hoardings and Magrebi camels. He is ready for the long haul.
Well,
oh my goodness.
I hope that Tato and Viper don't have any plans to go to bed early today, because they need to wait for this series to be over to play theirs. So this could be a long one. Well, at least it's best of 5, tomorrow we switch to best of 7.
Oh. No, that's the power of the Winged Hussar right there. Such an incredibly strong unit when fully upgraded. Grim's trying to poke down the Camel Archer's fortified wall about to even be in, but the gate's HP will mostly be down by the time the upgrade comes in, yeah.
One more heat. Oh, come on.
There you go.
And now Vinch will do a new one. New gate.
That also trying to mix in some bombard cannons. Gonna be nice for pressuring the Camel Archers and the buildings.
Yeah, Daut needs to micro, so he needs, yeah, now he's doing that. He needs to target the Camel Archer with the skirmishers and not the Hussars. Yeah.
But this is where the forward production of Daut really comes in, and I totally agree with what you said earlier. You need to get that forward production down to really make these sorts of pushes effective, especially if your army comp isn't going to be as unit efficient as your opponent's is, which nothing Daut makes is going to be as efficient as a Camel Archer.
Yeah. I think he still uses like select all hotkeys, so he's still doing the Hussars from stables at the back. This is a part of the game where you probably want to have your forward stables control group, and you can spam from them. But still, it's a good idea by Daut to add more, as you said. And right now, Vinch is just doing full Hussar. Well, Daut is doing the same. No, two skirmisher. But is there a win condition here for Vinchester to play? Or
That's what I was thinking. I don't really see one. Gold is basically out on the map, and Daut is still pushing. He's not getting to like 50, 60 camel archers. And I guess he's just going to try and take fights that are too efficient for Daut's reinforcements to keep up with, but Daut is forced to back up a little bit for the first time.
Gonna lose 2 traps, or 1, or 2. Should be 2. That's good for Vinch. Daut maybe should have focused that monastery instead of the TC, because taking that monastery down with the relics would be great. Daut does have the stone for almost 2 castles. So, do you think, like... Well, there are 2 options, basically. Option 1, finish the game with the castle right on the walls next to the monastery and Vinchester's castle. Or option 2, sell all that stone and get a nice amount of gold. But I'm not sure he needs a gold.
Option 3, bombard towers.
Ooh, oh yeah, and I don't think I ever saw Paul's bombard towers side.
Oh, they do. They have bombard towers.
Okay. So we keep learning, guys. Paul can bombard towers, but that's probably not gonna happen. Maybe.
I wouldn't hate it. Just creeping down with a few buildings.
Yeah,
it's not like Vinch has a lot of siege. You just need to slowly whittle down your opponent's army.
Could be good. Vinch still trying though, doing another gate here. We are at the 1 hour mark. So yeah. Well, Vinch has a score lead, I mean, like, we cannot complain. Darkness would never resign with a score lead. And
because our methodology for saying how good players are is, would Dark Noob do this?
yes, exactly. Exactly.
Oh man. I totally agree. Like, Vinch, he's stuck in his base, but he knows he has a better army, and there's no reason to resign.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just scared that Daut will open the gates that Vinchester is attacking right now somehow, because he's capable of that. And the gate is actually going down quite quickly. He doesn't have fortified walls, so Daut will notice that. Yeah, he's sending hussars already. Okay, here comes the castle. That's exactly the castle I was talking about.
Yeah.
It should also...
That is probably the safest play.
Yeah. It should also be able to... Oh, come on. Yeah, he's scared. Well, the skirmishers are there. It will get up. And...
Oh, but look at this really big choke point. The winged hussars are getting so much trample damage done.
Yeah. And Poles do get siege rams, right?
Yes.
Well, that could actually be a great addition for Daut to add a few siege rams to take those walls down in the front buildings. Could be great.
Yeah, castle looking to go up. I don't think the camel archers can really get into a good enough position to stop that. Of course, Poles don't have the last armor upgrades for their skirmishers, so they will die pretty quickly to the enemy camel archers, but individual unit strength isn't really what Daut's going for in this situation. He just wants to whittle down those opponents' gold units.
Yeah. And I was checking if Vinch is doing any traps. The answer is no, but he does have 1 cannon now with siege engineers that he's now microing, but with 1 cannon only it's gonna be quite hard to take the castle down. And now Daut just opens the walls, basically. Like, there is nothing Vinch can do now to re-wall, at least not at the front, so... The moment the wall goes down, it will be the moment where Vinchester will start falling apart, I guess, because now the hussars will be able to go inside and raid. I think Daut is already trying to do that on the right side, but now we can do it through the middle too. Just open another tile, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And just, yeah, I think you just keep on sending units in. you don't want to lose this castle. You worked very hard to get the castle up, so I think that the more you're trading is Daut, which he's been doing really well all game, but he needs to keep on doing. The better it is for him. That's quite the log jam.
Yeah, it's actually a good point here in the chat that Vinchester should have moved those relics like hours ago.
Yeah.
And from the forward monastery, like he already got a monastery at the back, just take the relics there. But he's actually gonna take that castle down. Daut has to repair a bit heavier, like he's still chopping wood. Daut, hello? You have 7k wood, the castle is more important. Oh man.
Yeah, castle looks like it's going down indeed, and Vinch is still hanging on here in game number 1.
This is honestly giving me ACCM vibe. I still wake up at night. Really make it stop. But, well, this could go for a while, because if Vinch just keeps his camel archers alive and keeps spamming hazards at the front, like, it could be tricky. I don't like the fact that Daut is not trying to raid on the right side. The right side is open. They're farming there, the wood line is there. He has wing hazards, just send them in and try and raid.
Yeah. In Daut, I feel like he's in a position, he has 7,000 wood banked up. Just queue up like 4 trebs, maybe even 5, just pop the castle, and then know that, okay, your opponent can't replace the camel archer, so every single one you snipe is going to be just one less you'll ever have to worry about. And I feel like that'd be a great way to just close out the game.
Yeah. Let's see now, the cannons being very active here by both. We got one trap from Daut, Vinch, 70 hazards in the queue, Daut 40 hazards in the queue. 98 farmers by Vinchester. It has to be a record or something in the pro game, or maybe at least on arena maybe. Like,
on arena, maybe. I've seen over 100.
On Arabia, like in the late hazard meta, right? But on arena, it's a rare sight. And Vinch is now trying to do what Daut should be doing. He's trying to raid, but Daut did a good job walling. Unless there is a hole, there is a hole. Oh my god. Oh my
Always
god.
and forever.
Oh my god. And this is why Daut, you don't do this kind of walls to the wood line. You do one big wall from the wood to your own wall, and like just to avoid that. But okay, I don't think that will kill Daut.
It's just a little annoying. Has to send some of those winged hussar reinforcements at home. At least what can be said for Daut's army is that it is quite fast.
Yeah.
So he can react to bad situations like that without too much worry. But still, the camel archers are at 153 kills and counting, and with Magrebi camels, they, as long as one doesn't die, it's still gonna go right back up to full HP in a minute or so.
Yeah. And look at the eco-kill-less ratio, like Daut lost a lot, now 69 villagers, nice. Vinchester lost only 24 so far, so Daut should work on his raiding a bit. Would be quite important. Vinchester doing an amazing job with his camel archers. If you check those camel archers, they all combined already got 160 kills. So basically 5 kills for each camel archer.
There's one with 17 kills.
Oh boy. Ah yeah, I clicked on it too actually somehow. Okay. Another raided Daut wall. Do you think he walled?
Do you have faith in Daut?
I believe, but again.
I think he did.
Okay, he walled. Good job, though. Well, but Vinch is slowly pushing. Look, he's now attacking that castle that I thought that it will never go down. He has only one cannon though, so it's gonna be tricky.
The castle already has 134 kills.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The most I've ever seen was 250, and it was in a Byzantine versus Dravidians game, I think, between Kato and somebody.
Man, I now feel for Tato, cause he scheduled his Admiral's Cup or something game for
Yep.
like 14 GMT, 16 GMT. I told him, Tato, man, you'll never be on time. Like, you have to. He was on a vacation or something. You have to come back early and play it before, because you might be late. And no, Tato, you are not gonna be late, man. Even if you started
Yeah.
now. So, sorry, Tato.
Well, we're at almost an hour and 15 minutes here into just the very first game of this set. 100 farms even for Vinchester. Oh. I don't know. I feel like Vinch is playing this honestly a bit better than Daut, and everything that's been in the last like 30 minutes game time has just been Vinch hanging on and being more efficient than his opponent.
Yeah. And Vinch is pushing, man. He has now more, almost double the military. Over Daut, he has 29 camel archers. And that castle is gonna go down. Really? Wow. I think we were wrong. I think Vinchester is taking this game. How is he raiding again?
I guess there was another hole.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, Daut is dead. He lost his castle. He's lost his entire army. And Vinch just being so stubborn and resilient, keeping his own economy safe. His eco balance has been fantastic with around 100 farms and like 20 to 25 lumberjacks. It's giving him all the resources he needs.
Yeah. Phew. I really thought Vinch was dead, but again, that's the issue. Like, Daut should have ended this game early. That's exactly what we were talking about. Like, don't let the Berbers get to this, because now it's tricky to kill those camel archers. Really tricky. And let's not forget they recover HP, right? So.
Yep.
Ooh, and now two cannons from Daut going down. Oh, yeah. If that castle falls. Another big issue is that if Daut loses this game, he will lose with one of his better civs. To the worst civ of Vinchester. So that's a really unfortunate scenario for him.
Well, you know, Vinch has to prove that Berbers need to keep their 100% win rate in this tournament.
Oh, you were right, man. You were right. Berbers cannot lose.
I mean, if you get into this position and you have control that is as good as Vinchester's, I guess so. Turns out all you need is a bunch of camel archers, hussars, and Vinch level control.
Yeah. Damn, and he's trying to take another gate down with his hussars on the left. Now need to notice that. Daut is really struggling to mass military. He has 80 farms, but he has only 27 military. He needs much more. He's trying now to put the skirmishers inside the ranges. But I don't know, it's looking really tough for him. Man, that cannon is a freaking hero. Like, he all on his own killed like 2-3 castles already. Oh no, don't kill it! Don't kill it!
2 castles working on the 3rd. But yeah, Daut's production is absolutely lackluster. He's got around 13 units in the queue versus 93.
Yeah.
And wow, really impressive from Vinchester.
The cannon is still alive, trying to. No!
Oh, Sag.
Vinchester needs to build a statue for that cannon somewhere at home. Like, that's a war hero right there.
Well, 175 kills on 23 camel archers.
Yeah, that's a lot of kills. And Daut, 50 military only. But as we know, Daut, he's not gonna resign anytime soon. Like, he will resign maybe the moment Vinch is inside of his base on his target PC. Maybe then. At least that's what I feel like.
Well, at this point, it really feels like that's only going to be a matter of time. Daut just trying to make some more winged hussars, but it just isn't quite enough, as our Berbers player is now camping outside of his opponent's walls. The farms are now in danger. Those repairers are going to get sniped by camel archers. And Daut looking to drop game number 1 here.
Yeah, the gate is gonna fall on the left side, and Vinchester is gonna go in. The only issue for okay, he has one new cannon coming to the front lines, but oh man, Daut is gonna get traded to death now. The Hussars are breaking through with some camel archers, so he cannot re-wall there. And let's see, Daut needs military, but he has only 14. I think it's GG. I think we're left Hussars, and we said Vinch cannot win.
Well, we were trying to find a win condition for Vinchester, and it turns out that it was indeed just taking fights that were too efficient for Daut's reinforcements to keep up with. I didn't think he would be able to do it, but hey, Vinch proving us wrong.
Yeah.
Daut tapping out, and at an hour 23:45, that is just game number 1.
Very, very well played by Vinchester. Like, his holding was insane. Like, Daut was pushing for most of the game, but he just couldn't push enough. And Vinchester, with the help of one cannon and some hero camel archers, takes the game. Very well played by him.
Yeah, it's not something we see every day. Having 3 relics to 2, also helping out Vinch a little bit and replacing those camel archers just as needed. And Daut just not quite figuring out a way to close things out with the polls. And based off of the draft situation, like you were saying, this could be kind of awkward.
Yeah, yeah, Daut. Well, but again, never send Daut out too soon, right? Because we also said exactly that when he faced Running. We said that he has a horrible draft. Running is winning 2-1. He's dead. So yeah, Daut can always come back. So
I think he has just enough experience to not panic in these sorts of situations.
Yeah, he's very calm. I don't know if it's his age and his wisdom or lack of, or it's a shisha, but he's always calm.
Who knows? Who knows? But they are in the lobby, all good to go. They might need a moment after that long first game.
Yeah.
But I know I'm looking forward to this set. Obviously, the both players are very close in skill level, which always makes for entertaining games.
Yeah, Daut is a master of Arena 6, let's not forget. And he's also a past Clown Cup winner, so he definitely knows his way around the arena. But Vinch is also an amazing player, and I automatically, like, out of habit, put Daut as 1-0 ahead, but no, it's Vinchester who is 1-0 ahead here.
Indeed, indeed.
And let's see, they're in the lobby already. If they're saying something, no, they should be starting soon, I think. So you lose with your second Steve against Vinchester 5th pick. Do you go all in now and go Britons, or you try to use a plebsive now and go, well, plebsive? Do something like Frank or Aztecs, or Japanese, which is a weird third pick.
Yeah, that one kind of caught me off guard. I don't think you want to go for another one of your top picks right now, because then suddenly you have to reverse sweep when your opponent still has melee, which in itself feels really rough.
Mm-hmm.
But something like an Aztecs or Franks, I think, would be totally fine.
Yeah, I feel like best case scenario for Daut will be to get Japanese against Incas, because I don't see any other civ that Japanese can beat here actually. Maybe...
Well, we are getting something completely different, and
okay, let's see.
We're gonna rock the number 1 civ picks.
Let's see. Oh boy. Oh boy, told you Daut likes to pick his best civs at the start.
Totally correct.
So Britons for Daut and Vinchester going for the melee. His first pick as well. Wow, that's a very interesting matchup. I honestly don't know who I prefer here. No, I know I prefer melee, but who do you prefer here?
I think I don't like betting against Malay these days on Arena. It just feels like they're so powerful. And with the free armor upgrades, like they were already really good in Arena, but now that you get the free armor upgrades, the Karambit switch is really, really good.
Hmm.
And without Thumb Ring, Britain archers would actually be dealing so much overkill damage that there could be a chance for a ton of Karambits to just swarm in and kill stuff.
Yeah, will be interesting to see. Uh, Britons probably means that we are not going to see any monks here by Vinchester, because Britons archers are quite good to deal with them. So probably we're going. I could actually see Daut going for a naked boom here. You know what? These Britons
Yeah.
feel like, well, or both like them. That's a
Or
very
you could see
solid option.
Lightcav into skirms with both these
Yeah,
ships.
actually, here it's like having to into skirms is gonna be perfect for both sims. So we will see. We will see. Game just started, so let's go. You want to introduce us to the sims and map?
Sure. Alrighty, guys. Here we are, game number 2. Winning the first game will be Vinchester in the red as the Malay to the west of the map. Really, really strong hold there with the Berbers. Now, going to try it with the Malay against the Lord himself, who will be gracing us this game with the Britons to the east.
Yeah. And seems like both have opposite maps, right? Daut has horrible main gold, but perfect stone and secondary gold, and Vinch has the opposite. Perfect main gold and everything else is horrible. I think I prefer Daut's map actually because of that. Because look at Vinch resources, like they're all in on one corner, and if Daut somehow pushes those corners to place some archers there, Vinch will be in trouble versus the Britons.
Yeah, for sure, especially against a Civ that has very long ranged units.
Yeah,
It's not going to take a whole lot for Daut to push like 10 feet outside of his base and start ranging all of those mineral resources for Vinchester.
yeah. Daut only 3 on wood. I don't know what it means, but we'll find out.
3 on wood usually for a scout opening. Could be going for fast men at arms as well.
It's possible, right? If you will see Fatman at Arms on Arena one day, I will be so happy. We actually did see in lower levels, maybe in 2CL, we see sometimes militia opening to stop a trash, but here trash is not an option because
Did you see the clip of TOS doing that?
I don't think I did. No.
Yeah, we were playing a Nations Cup game,
Hmm.
and we were up against TOS was flank against Koreans, and he's like, okay, they're gonna trush. So we went with a 5 militia rush and killed like 8 vills.
That's sick. That's sick. But on this version of Arena with higher HP walls, trash is not an option. We did this to nerf Winchester, and unfortunately for him, he cannot trash here. He cannot pull the famous Winch trash. But with Malay, he has basically, well, he has 3 options, but he has 2 solid options. Option 1 is Feudal Boom. Option 2 is tons of villagers into Fast Castle with extra villagers. But he's gonna go for the Feudal Boom. Yeah, 20 villagers up. Do you prefer the Feudal
Now,
Boom or the Standard Boom?
I much prefer the standard boom, going up on like 30, even 31 villagers. Like mathematically, I'm pretty sure it's just better for your economy to have the villagers working sooner rather than getting the faster eco upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
But unless you think you're getting tower rush, but as we're saying, that's not an option on this map. So I don't know. What do you think?
I used to do the Feudal Boom always, but recently I started doing the Big Boom. No, I started with the Big Booms, then Feudal Booms, then Big Boom again. I, I I think it's a bit better than the Feudal Boom, but I think Feudal Boom is also fine, I guess. You
I
go
mean,
up.
the differences are small either way, but
Yeah.
I do think that the bigger boom is a bit more efficient.
And that's scout for Doubt, cause you cannot compete with Malay halftime, right? Especially if they're Feudal Booming. So Daut, unfortunately, that's the issue. When you're playing melee, you should always send your scout back early on. Super early. Like, even if you think you're going up fast with 24 villagers, you still need to send your scout home at around 21, 22 villagers, because else that's gonna happen. Now Daut is gonna be blind.
Yeah.
He might actually go for a big boom, like a naked boom, because he's not adding a barracks. And does he know about the relics? Ooh, he can see only the two most further away relics, which is a bit
Uh,
unfortunate. So I'm not sure what he's gonna do with that info.
yeah, that's not super ideal to say the least, but well, Vinch is just chilling right now. It's not like Doubt needs to worry about Vinch having a fast up time and going forward. So yeah, maybe he's just content to boom. If he was going to build a barracks, he would have done so by now. So it will be for the market blacksmith.
Yeah. And the question is, will he do a barracks in a monastery and try to get some relics? Or he will just go for the naked boom. We will see. I guess he will want to do some spearmen, right? Because, I don't know, giving up on the relics looks awkward to me.
Maybe. It's interesting though that he hasn't added in a second lumber camp. He just has the 10, soon to be 11 vills
Yeah.
on the one. Maybe this means he plans on spending a lot of wood on TCs, on extra wood lines.
Yeah, I think so. Because if he's doing that, he will not do a monastery, so he will not have to use gold, to spend gold, and then he can just buy 100 extra stone and maybe go for a fast 40c boom. But let's see. Meanwhile, Vinch is doing the stable as expected. Still in the middle of his feudal boom. In the end, he will be up, I would say, a bit faster than Daut, maybe at the same time with way more villagers. So that's the power of melee here.
No,
And
it always just feels so smooth playing melee. Just get such a nice economy. And I gotta say, I like that Vinch is going for the forward gold right now, so that if that is pushing him later on, he'll have lots of gold in the back to retreat to.
yeah, I agree. It's always a smart thing to do. And Daut not adding the barracks, so yeah, he's gonna buy stone and he's gonna go for a massive boom here. And, well, I don't know, it could be awkward, like giving up map control to melee and inviting early aggression, like, because melee can get in so fast, like inviting him home could be really problematic for Daut here, but we will see.
Yeah, it's always risky because, especially with melee, even if you go for a big boom as Stout, Vinchester's going to have a strong economy. And how far behind would Vinch really be if he gets 5 relics and has to do minimal investment into map control? I feel like Doubt won't even be ahead economically.
Well, it depends if he will do minimal investment, because he's doing more and more scout. And if he will not be careful, he will go for light cav and even husbandry. So he needs to understand what Daut is doing. And Daut indeed is going for the big booms that we were talking about, getting Bosa, getting 2 extra TCs up. He is off gold already. How much is the first 100 stone
Uh,
to buy?
it's like 170, something like that. 169. Yeah.
So
Because it's something weird with the stone price, where it's like 91 stone to sell.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's not enough gold.
So that means that he will not have enough gold to buy the stone, but well, he's getting TC on the stones. And why did he mine 130 gold? I'm a bit confused, but okay. Just
Well,
Daut
it's just enough to
things.
buy food and wood.
Well, yeah, but like, that's true. Okay. If he does the TC on the stone, it doesn't really matter because he will get enough stone. So yeah, let's see if Finch realized. He got 4 scouts without husbandry or light cap, so that's good. I mean, that's maybe 1 scout too many, but to understand what's happening, but he's not committing too much, that's fine. They should be with 5 relics, and his economy, as you said, shouldn't be that far behind because he's freaking Malay. Like, let's see.
Yeah, got the big economy incoming. Is interestingly building a TC forward on the stone, so Vinch could have ambitions for a forward castle in the past Imperial Age. Which, if Daut adds another TC here, which I think is pretty likely,
Yeah.
it could be rough for Daut.
Yeah, and here is the 4th TC that we were talking about. And he did buy food, it seems, because he lost exactly 130 gold. So... Or did he buy stone? Actually, I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Alright, so booming to what here as a Britons?
Longbowmen?
Only? Or... or skirmishers?
Well... skirms into longbowmen, maybe? Honestly, would be maybe
Yeah, makes sense.
the safest play. And making sure that you get Trebs out with Warwolf, because that is going to be critical in a matchup where you're facing bombard cannons and also likely a lot of ranged units that can clump up.
True, true. Werewolf traps are amazing. Daut, he's blind, he has no monks, he has no scouts, so he has to do outposts around his arena to see what's coming. I like that. Vinch, 3 town centers for now, but look what he's doing. He's already getting the university. That means that the 4th stone center is not coming. And that means that with the amount of villagers he has on stone already, that the forward castle is definitely on the menu here.
I like how Daut built the outpost just at the edge of his base so that it could be attacked with a scout instead of one tile in any direction.
Yeah. Well, gold upgrade for Daut. He's now 7 villagers ahead, but Vinch has wheelbarrow, so it's only a tiny lead for Daut here. But we'll keep growing because, well, he has 1 TC more, but look at that. Vinch is already getting a market to balance his economy a bit, even though it doesn't really need balancing. He's also getting relic number 4 now, and relic number 5, so yeah, it's 5 relics from Vinch, which is super good for the longer game, if we will get to that.
I mean, Daut has like a 12 vil lead right now. If you take away 3 vils from Wheelbarrow and then give Vinch 7.5 vils for 5 relics, it's like Daut doesn't even have an eco lead right now, and he's just kind of stuck in his base.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I never liked the naked boom. Like, giving up on the relics is never a good idea. That archery range can Vinch see? No. Cannot. What Vinch should do, okay, never mind. He's gone for forward castle, it's even better. But I was gonna suggest send 1 villager forward, surround Daut with outposts, and you will be able to see exactly what he's doing. Daut still not going up. He's gonna be in trouble. Like, Vinch will be nip in 1 minute. Freaking Malay. I don't know. This is looking kinda bad for Daut, I would say.
It looks rough indeed. Daut is coming in with the university, and he does have imperial ambitions. And skirms, I guess, can kind of help you survive a little bit, but I mean, you have so much to worry about in the right now that it feels like Daut just isn't going to have time to sort of set up his board before Vinch flips the table.
Yeah. We will see. Castle is up. As the wall is going down. Lechin Daut is up now, but oof, I don't know. What Karambits after that? 1 Treb and Karambits. Daut should get a defensive castle, but a very defensive castle, I would say.
Yeah, like just right in the back of his base, because he's going to be far behind in the Treb War, and of course chemistry coming in right away for Malay for the bombard cannons. It's going to help versus buildings and skirmishers. You don't need to worry about block printing redemption monks from Britons, and Finch is just so well set up here in game number 2.
Look at the score. It's really scary right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And probably that is trying to karambits, skirmishers, but Vinch is doing some karambits. So he can go for, and he has no ranges, so Vinci's not gonna go for skirmishers or anything. Well, he's now at near range, I'm not sure. Both don't have much
Getting
military.
Daut in. Finch annoying the Vills with the monk is a cute move.
Thanks, passing right into the castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, even just mixing in a few karambits with that 3 melee armor and 4 pierce armor, or 5 pierce armor even. The skirms and Vills aren't going to really be able to do a whole lot.
Yeah, going for some monks. That's some ballistics. Getting one. Castle is up though. Daut needs some time. Vinch is trying to switch into crossbows here. Switch from what? From 5 skirmishers, but he's trying to do crossbows. But he has cannons too, so that's gonna be quite problematic for Daut, who just now got to him. He's 20 villagers ahead though. So, would you prefer Vinchester's position here or Daut's?
I prefer the guy who's pushing super hard and has 5 relics. I mean, I know I'm just a pleb, but I think I like that.
Look at that castle. Okay, get one shot the castle with a TC. One shot the castle with a TC. Oh no. One shot the castle. What? Oh no. That's a ballsy castle. I love that castle.
I was gonna say, if you don't like that castle, I'm gonna question who I'm casting with.
That's a great castle. And Daut needs traps, but the cannons are gonna be a big problem for him, and the karambits are now going for those skirmishers. Yeah, bracer now too for Vinchester. Daut is in trouble. He's trying to add more ranges. This is not looking good for Daut.
He's trying to get some more ranges established in the back right there. Skirm production is coming in. You do still train those a bit faster as the Britons, but yeah, even just a few karambits to distract the skirmisher fire. Coming in with the cannons and archers behind, the Vills are going to be having a really rough time, and you just don't really have the time you need to get to all of your different late game units as Daut.
Yeah. He has a trap, but he's not using that. Maybe he's scared of the cannon. Now the cannon is trying to shoot at the skirmishers at 710 for a ground attack. Karambits are not sure where they are going. Okay, if Daut maybe can get Werewolf, but it's so expensive. He cannot. Maybe sell the stone? Problem is the cannons can dodge the Werewolf, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a great shot.
And 8 or so skirms going down right there by the looks of things. And now the Trebs are going to be able to apply that constant pressure to the castle where the bombard cannons micro against the other units of Daut. Would love to see Vinch having a couple Vills forward to repair the trebuchets. I love how the Karambits are still being very active in raiding the villagers. Daut's at almost 18 dead, and I mean, there's Werewolf on the way. I mean, Daut's still a smart player. He knows what he needs to do to have any hope of winning this game, but that castle's going to go down way too fast.
No Werewolf.
No.
And no coming back. Oh, yeah.
But honestly, like, Finch approached this so smartly. Like, it felt like Daut had 0 chance this game. Oh?
Well, 2 cannons went down, but also traps are dead. And Daut now has 6 skirmishers versus 22 karambits and cannons and traps and crossbows. And damn, 2-0 for Vinchester. Did you expect that? I mean,
I
it's
thought
still
this
not
would
over.
be a really close set, but I mean, the first game was very close. But I mean, right now it feels like Daut just didn't quite have the right approach for his opponent, Civ. And Vinch just really smart with the fast imp push, and Vinch 1 game away from moving on to the semifinals.
Yeah. Damn. Daut, master of arena. 6 might be out in the quarterfinals already. That's I don't know if it's surprising or not, because Vinch is an amazing player, but damn. I expected Daut to go quite far. 2-0. 2-0 for Vinchester.
Indeed. Well, at least that game was very short to make up for the very long first game.
Yeah. For sure. So it's 2-0 now, and let's see what options Daut has here, because he needs to start winning. We have seen reverse sweeps in the tournament already, like for instance his teammate Viper pulled one against ACCM, so maybe Daut can get inspired by that. Finch is looking so strong.
Yeah, I mean, Vinch is not going to roll over here.
And Vinch has amazing sieves, so...
Yeah, Daut already using his first 2 picks right there and not finding a ton of success with them. Now, with everything on the line here for Daut, do you think you just go right down the line and pick Japanese, or do you think, okay, I want to save Japanese for later?
Why
Maybe
would you want to
when
save Japanese? They're bad.
I think they're bad, but Daut picked them third. I also don't love Malians either, but
What? Malians are great.
I like Malians more than Japanese, but I would like Incas and Aztecs over Malians.
I think we will see Japanese Ethiopians now, and then Daut will die.
That would be a pretty tough matchup.
Yeah. Not sure.
Oh, they're already in the game.
Okay, let's see what we got here. And we got drum rolls. Well, no surprises here. Japanese for Daut, Malians for Vinchester. Malians is a bit surprising.
Yeah.
Well, you said you don't like both sieves. Here we got them. I do prefer the Malians. So what about you?
I agree. At least Malians have some various, like a really strong eco and good clowning potential, having all the monk tools they need in the mid game. Japanese, it feels like, unless you're also going for something very clowny, you don't really have a lot until you're really trying to grind things out with like halbs and skirms and arbs.
Yeah. Well, Daut needs a miracle. I don't know why he picked Japanese third, and I'm not sure what his plan is here. In theory, we could see a monk rush, but it's very unlikely. And I think we will see a big light card war here. Quite certain of that.
Well, it's certainly par for the course with how most players are approaching things these days, and gonna favor Malians a fair bit in that regard, as their economy is just so sick. Because remember, guys, we are on the previous patch, so their gold miners are still 15% more efficient instead of 10% more efficient. So that plus the 15% discounted wood cost for buildings. I mean, this is a very smooth civ economically.
Yeah, and they get the best unit in the game, of course, which is a Geppetto.
Yeah, they're very fun and underrated.
Yeah. So my dream is always, when Malians are involved, is to see the Geppetto siege tower push. But it's very unlikely. Unfortunately. We will see. I guess I don't even know, like, Japanese in theory, their go-to units on arena at least are skirmishers and arbalest, and later maybe samurais. But going skirmishers against Malians seems like a big no-no, right?
Yeah. Champ Scarls, obviously going to be a very strong choice. Even you can go cavalry in some situations. I like the idea of just going for some sort of meat shield and then Gebettos behind, just to add in a ton of extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Malians also having access to bombard cannons. Quite nice.
Yeah, the faster chemistry, of course, is gonna be great. And I feel like Daut should do something different here, because so far Vinch is just outplaying him with his strategies, it seems. And, well, let's see. Let's see. I want this to go into 5 games, then may the best man win. But I
Hoping to
want
see a
Daut to
lot
start
of
winning.
light camp.
Well, to be fair, to get to one, you need the other.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so far everything looking perfectly normal here in the Dark Age. As Japanese, you can pretty comfortably afford maybe an extra farm or two with all of your wood savings.
Yeah, only 2 on wood, 3 on wood. Okay, makes sense.
Vinch might get housed for a second, but looks like he'll be fine. Might even just click up. Now he's up more
No,
vills.
it's fine. And we did discuss the maps. The maps here seems to be identical, right? Each of them has, well, except the berries, gold at the back and forward stone and gold. So the maps are similar. Relics.
Looks pretty even to
Even?
me.
Yeah, even. I would say even. And, well, let's see. Daut is going up 25 villagers. On gold, I assume we'll see a barracks.
And there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile,
Shocking.
We'll have to see if he adds his own barracks. He did click up one villager later. Not really too big of a deal. I mean, I would consider anything between 25 to 27 pop to be within the realm of standard,
Yeah,
at least with most civs.
for sure. Some players like going up early, but if you go up early, you either usually go monks or just boom. If you go for the liking of anything from what you said, it makes sense. And Vinch, don't tell me that you are now gonna switch strategies and not go for light curve. Because if it's been working so far, like, why change?
I would tend to agree, but
He's coming.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. So you're gonna need to send another vill over. Don't know why that was a little bit on the late side. He had the wood for it, but shouldn't be that big of a deal. Stable market for Daut. Gonna be looking at a very normal early game here on Arena.
Yeah. Gonna be light for both. Vinch did his barracks a bit late, now rushing up with 3 villagers. We'll get some 2-3 idle seconds, I guess. Gonna go for market and blacksmith. I like stable blacksmith. Sorry, I like the market and stable from Daut. And already doing the eco upgrades. Heavy horse color, double pickaxe. Horse color for Daut. Soon the double pickaxe. And yeah, we're gonna go for the standard arena game, right?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Is Jout? I mean, he has the chops to beat Vinchester in a straight up macro game. In fact, you'd think you'd favor Daut in that sort of situation. It's where he's most
Yeah.
comfortable as a player. But yeah, I mean, the first game was still very close. Second game, I think it was just kind of a poor choice from Daut to do what he did. But yeah, let's see what he's got right here.
Yeah. And both are on the way to Castle Age. Daut a bit faster, 1 villager less. We'll fight for the relics, and then we will fight for map control. And then it all depends about the units.
Now then.
Yep. Daut gonna invest into Spearmen. Of course, Japanese Spearmen are very strong if they can actually connect to the Scout, which still happens often enough to even justify the unit in the first place, so sure. And indeed, Vinchester gonna be doing the same thing.
Yeah, they both now know exactly what the other is doing. Both can see the scouts. And without adding a spearman, Vinch still believes in the scouts only approach. Okay, Daut a bit heavy on the gold, I would say. 4 on gold, not sure. But he is always a market. I mean, it doesn't really matter. He can just buy stuff. Getting a monastery up. Which will do the same. Scouts numbers are exactly the same. 5 for each. Let's see.
And oh, is that going over to Stone, Vinchester? Well, second TC is going to be on the resource.
Interesting. Jabetos or what? Or
Uh,
Riot?
I know, I'd love to see some Gabetto play. Got Light Cav versus Husbandry, so at the very least, Vinchester will be able to run away until his own Light Cav upgrade comes in.
Yeah, maybe it's a bit nicer actually to do Husbandry as a start to make sure you can choose your fights. But he's also going for Light Cav instantly, so yeah, he'll have a nice advantage here. The numbers are the same, but Vinch will be able to choose when to fight. Oh, okay. Would you consider running in, or it will be like a disaster? Because he saw the spearman. That gate was gonna open. Like, probably it's a big risk, a necessary risk.
I mean, you are up 2-0, but yeah, I don't blame the guy for playing a little bit safer.
Yeah.
But we have Light Cav in now for both players. Still Vinch having that extra Husbandry upgrade, out with a couple Spearmen to help him
Oh
defend,
no.
but... Oh...
Well, convert though. Yeah, that's a dead monk.
Yep.
And a dead spearman. And a dead Light Cav, it seems. Should be a dead Light Cav? No.
Well, not with Husbandry in.
Well, that was a good fight for Vinch, if he can heal his... What? Run away!
Run away!
Run away!
Oh, the 3 HP scout escaping. Vinch still gonna lose a couple of units to Daut.
Insta conversion! Ben monks!
Yeah. Monks are most unbalanced unit in the game.
Yeah.
SMH.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh, Daut is. Should I do it? Leave it a low HP. Okay. Vinch needs to quick wall. Those villagers have no loom. Vinch!
Vinch!
Oh no! He needs to delete the house.
Oh!
Well, it's only one.
You always have DE pathfinding on your side when fighting melee units.
Oh, the gate was sick, but.
Oh, one gets
Insta!
converted. What is this nonsense?
Oh my god. He deals this.
Oh.
My god. My god. Okay, Sensity just got more expensive by another 50 gold. Because monks need a nerf.
Yeah, it's not like Light Cav just obliterate monks.
Yeah. Thanks D devs for the more expensive Sensity again. But obviously we're on the old patch, so we're still with a good balance. Well, that fight was not great for Daut, even though kill death ratio is in his favor. Oh, that monk!
Yep.
Well, picking up the relic, few tiles more forward. Daut is now getting TC number 3 up, which is already on 3 town centers. But Daut got 3 villagers, I mean, that's something, right?
Yeah, it's alright. I think that in the confusion, it would have been nice if Daut was able to secure a relic or two. Well, I mean, I guess he has 1 relic, but... Vinch is still going to be coming back with 1, make that 2.
It's kind of funny that Daut has 1 minute less of idle TC time, which is now climbing. He killed 3 villagers, yet he's still behind in villager numbers. Just because his TC was later, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So another snipe by Daut, gonna get that relic, but Vinchester is there searching for blood. And also, no, that's a light, not a scout. So relics right now are 1-1, or is it... I'm missing 1 relic. No, never mind, I'm not. That camel is... But don't leave the monk alone. Oh no, man. Oh, how the... Oh, 3 light up going in now. So now Vinchester is gonna get some kills because Daut has no loom. Is this Arabia? Oh, killing a farm. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's not what Daut needed in this situation.
No.
TC only grazing those units.
Oh no. No. Oh no. Daut. Oh no. That's already 4 dead villagers for Daut. Man.
Oh, this is where not deleting the walls comes in. Oh my goodness. Vinch paying Daut in kind for those Vil losses. Vinch now with 4 kills in that regard. But Loom is now in, and a little bit of focus firing.
Well, relic situation. Daut is actually 2-1. Should be 3-1. Should be 3. I'm missing a relic. No, should be 4-1 for Daut. Actually? Well, he's 12 villagers behind, so that's not great. But 4 to
Yeah.
1 relics should be really good for him. Let's see if he can save the monk. Probably not. No.
Nothing has a shorter life expectancy than a monk on arena in Castle Age.
True. Oh, but he didn't see the monk of Winchester, so that monk will survive for now. But yeah, that will get a relic eventually. Vinch has an archer. What? Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What?
So first, Vinch did the Teuton archers. And now Vinch is going for the famous Malian archers. They do have Arbalest, right? In theory.
They do have Arbalest, they
But
miss
no
Bracer.
Bracer. Yeah, so that's kind of like a Celt Paladin. I mean, that's
Yeah.
you could do that, but why?
Well, at least they're not as expensive to tech into as Celt Paladin.
Yeah, no, that's true. But still, Malian Archer is super weird. I guess I don't know to explain that. I couldn't explain it back then. That his theory is to counter pikemen and get map control like that. But it's not like Daut is going for pikemen. Daut has a lot of life gaps, so I don't know.
He's even investing in ballistics. Like, this is no small commitment here from Vinchester. Crossbowman coming in right after that archer that's in the queue right now, and there's going to be a forward castle associated with it too.
Yeah? He's adding some camels, which are much nicer. Daut needs to... He has 3 monks. He doesn't have Sensity, I think. Or does he? He doesn't have Sensity. Okay, if that castle goes up, Daut will be in trouble. If that castle gets denied, Daut will be in a good spot. That's a ballsy castle. Just save the monks. Oh man, oh man. Save the monks. He's targeting the cross. Okay, Daut. Okay, that's good for Daut. Vinch is going back. But he's sending more villagers. 12 villagers.
Gotta double down.
Oh boy.
Oh, Daut taking the engagement, thinks this is his opportunity, going for conversions on the enemy crossbowman.
But he converted 2 crossbowmen and the camel. It's gonna be a massacre. Daut is gonna kill everything. Vinch has to run. Run! Daut should keep the gate open with 1 light cav. Like, put the light cav under the gate. Okay, not everything, but okay. Okay, Daut should go into the base, or that's too YOLO. Do the castle inside the base. No, that would be too extreme, but it could have been more
Maybe
forward.
that would be a little much, but I wouldn't hate the castle being right up against the walls. Daut's even going to be faster up to imp. I mean, he might not know that exactly, but yeah, Daut is in a great spot.
Yeah, Daut. Well, that castle of Vinchester is still standing there, like the foundation. It's never going to happen anymore, not with the Daut castle on the way. And Vinch still not up, so Daut is gonna be much faster here. The question is, what do you go for now? As a Japanese. He's any ranges? Some Arbalest?
Skirmishers.
Skirmishers?
No, I think Arbs make a lot of sense.
Don't do this to me, man.
Oh
man! Why, Daut? Admin loss. Okay, that castle by Vinch is not the smartest castle. Yeah, that's so much better. I mean, still gonna go down to traps.
Well, okay, there's crossbowmen coming at it. It honestly makes a lot more sense to go archers here, as the likelihood of Daut going for his own archers is pretty low due to the aforementioned lack of bracer, and indeed Vinch going to be going for the swordsman now, getting supplies.
Yeah, and that's a perfect counter to... Well, I mean, Champ Skull, do they beat Arbalest actually? Like...
I would say so.
Yeah, I would say they're good against Arbalest, so maybe Daut will need some meat shield. I don't know what even, maybe some samurais. He will soon be able to do a second castle, which I think should be his aim. Like, if he now knocks his second castle forward, basically on that gold next to the gate, I think he'll be at a great spot to win here. I
Yeah, I agree that some Samurai as a meat shield would go a long way. Just have the damage and the HP to keep alive. It's also nice with Samurai that they're a little cheaper now, only the 50 food. But yeah, I mean, Daut, he is getting his army going faster than his opponent. Archer is nice and easy to tech into. And with the faster imp, even getting conscription before the Treb is really, really greedy.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say that not only is that he's super delaying his trap, but he's also against Malians, and Vinchester will have chemistry in no time upon reaching him. So, like, Daut will not be able to do the damage. I thought he will easily take that castle down, but no. That's not happening.
And two-handed swordsman here for Vinch, so can't get chemistry quite yet. Doesn't even have a Treb on the way. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, Daut has no idea about the barracks. They are so at the back by Vinch. And Daut can see that that castle has botkin, like has +2. So he might think that Vinch is going for range units or something. Like he has no way to know that the infantry is coming. And that could catch him by surprise, even though he should expect that playing against the Alliance. Let's see.
It is the play that makes the most sense in general. I like the outposts from Daut as well on the right side, but of course he needs to have them on the left side where there's actual resources that Vinch is trying to take.
Well, he knows about them, but he doesn't.
He doesn't know about the mining camp.
Yeah. Vinch needs cannons. Does he? Yeah, he's already doing a cannon. Tumbling now for Daut. Another castle. Daut is taking full map control here in the middle, but I just fear for his civilization. Japanese champions should be good here, no? In theory.
Yeah, champs or samurai both going to work out really well depending on what you feel is going to be easier to get going.
Oh, the cannon. He needs to. Oh, the trap is down. Okay. He's trying now to shoot at the cannons. He's not able to take the castle down. Ground attack was nice. Kataparuto now for Daut, so he can run away. Oh my god. Micro is sick by Vinch.
Yeah, very nice control. It's what we've been seeing all series, but Kataparuto is in. Gonna make controlling those cannons quite tricky as the Treb's just gonna be laying down the fire.
Yeah.
With more on the way as well.
But champion upgrading coming for Vinchester, and Daut has only 16 arbalest. That could be one fight. Okay, one cannon went down. Redemption. Oh, I like the redemption actually. Redemption monks here. Could be good against the cannons.
Can even convert low numbers of infantry. And now scale mail armor incoming. Daut already has the pikeman upgrade. Is just not entirely sure what Vinchester is doing. But for the time being, having the map control, having the Trebs and the Arbs, all of this is looking quite nice for Daut.
Yeah, taking the castle down was big. Vinch still has one castle at home. He has 4 cannons now, so Daut needs to be careful. Still no idea about the champ skulls, and he should now seize them, and he should think to himself, well, fuck.
At least the Trebs pack fast.
Yeah. Bye-bye. We're out of here.
Nope, right out of there.
But now what? Like, you see the champ skulls. Well, how do you react to that? Samurai.
Samurai.
Okay.
Monks don't have block printing in yet, though. They do have redemption. Just unpack the Trebs a little bit out of range of the cannons, and then just try and hang on until you can get your units and your upgrades, as those are coming in for Daut right now.
Yeah, and the samurais as a mid shield are working. Those samurais don't have almost any upgrades, but they're doing the job, and their main job is keeping those champ skulls away from the arbalest. So you know what? Oh no! I wanted to say I like his position before that. Oh my god! I will not speak anymore. I'm sorry, Daut, for jinxing you.
Yeah, well, that's a little awkward. Still, the Trebs are alive. For now.
Oh my god. Well, we got one cannon. I mean, each dead cannon is good for Daut, right? Because cannons are more oh, 2 cannons!
Yeah.
Cannons are more expensive than Trebs, so the bigger investment for Vinchester. And now a conversion, that's so good. That's so good. What Daut needs to do now is... Oh no! Kill that Mangonel, man!
Oh,
Oh my god. What
well,
Daut needs to
Elite
do...
Samurai is on the way, and those are going to cut through champions
Yeah,
like butter.
yeah. But he needs to add some farming. He has 50 on wood, he has tons of wood in the bank. Like, add 20 more farms, and then you are good to go with 3 castles in the middle, with Kataparuto traps, with block printing. Daut will be in a very good position to win this game and take us to a longer series, which is what we want.
For sure. Monk numbers are only at 1 for now, though, so...
And he's dead.
Monk numbers are only at 1
One.
still, as the monk just came out at the last second.
Okay, light Kev. For Vinch, not sure about that. Another castle by Daut. Oh, but the traps! Where are you going? Careful. Do Japanese get siege engineers? I think they do. Right? We lost story.
What?
Japanese? Yeah, now I can. Okay, and
Okay.
Daut answers that by doing siege engineers, so never mind.
Yes,
So that's a great addition for Daut, even getting illumination. So his monks will recover their juice faster. And yeah, I mean, we can ask again what's Vinchester win condition here, but I learned not to ask that anymore.
Gonna try and take a good fight right here. His army is more valuable than his Vinchester's.
Oh, well, 2 cannons, 3 cannons go down. It's a good fight for Vinch, I think. Daut should maybe pack the traps, or is he? Nah, he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, those samurai arbs, like, it's just such high DPS, and this attack so fast here between the thumb ring arbs and the samurai that Vinchester is just being cut to ribbons. And with the Japanese, Daut says, not yet, Vinchester.
Yeah. We both said that we favor the Malians. We both said the Japanese are bad. Daut goes and wins a game. And he's back into the series, guys. 2-1. The Lord is still not out. But he used his stops receives, which could be problematic. Well, his accounting was much better of Daut. And yeah, very well played by the Lord. 2-1. And let's see what we have left here.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Vinch has also used 2 of his top 3 picks. Of course, the Berbers versus Poles win really standing out in terms of draft advantage for Vinch. But still, Daut has Aztecs, Franks, and Slavs, and those are all pretty good arena civs.
Yeah, Aztecs. We hacking Lava Aztecs, maybe a Monk Rush. But Vinch has good civs as well. Like, I feel like Ethiopians could be good versus any civ here. Incas could be good versus any civ here. And so can Mongols in theory. So, I don't know. I maybe even prefer the civs of Winchester, but maybe not. It all depends on the matchups, I think.
I feel like if you think Vinchester might be going Ethiopians here, as Daut, do you want to go Aztecs against that?
Ethiopians? I mean, I'm not sure. Probably. You know what? Maybe try him and Monk Rush. I honestly don't know. You know what's happening? I'm not. Let's see.
I do know what's happening. I am all seeing.
Oh boy. Let's try and get into the game. Game number 4. If they will allow me to find the game.
Do you not use the spec dashboard?
I always use a spec dashboard, but yesterday my games crashed 4 times and it didn't work through the dashboard.
Oh.
So,
that's happened to me before. Yeah.
Okay, now I can see. So today I've been using D and so far no crashes, so that's great. Aztecs versus Mongols. Wow.
Oh boy.
In theory, in theory, like it could be a great matchup for Daut if he goes for some monks, maybe.
I think that would be a really strong choice against Mongols who kind of want to pretend that Age of Empires doesn't happen until post-imp on Arena.
I heckin' love Mongols though, so I'm not sure.
That's true, that's true. Forgot about that.
But you know what? Here, maybe Mongols are not the greatest. They do have good scouts to snipe monks. With the extra line of sight, it's always nice to catch those sneaky monks. But it all depends on how Daut will place this, right? I don't see Daut monk rushing here.
It doesn't seem like a very Doubt thing to do.
Yeah, and also he's not allowed to monk rush because he's been complaining about monks with Hera.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
monks are banned for Daut. We will not allow that.
Feels bad, man. But here we are, game number 4. As I always say, every reverse sweep starts with a single win, and Doubt was able to achieve that in the last game. He'll be the blue Aztecs to the east of the map, and to the west in the red as the Mongols. Still just needs that one win. It is Vinchester.
Yeah, yeah. Vinchester's map, so wow. It's really bad. Like if Daut sees that, I feel like he has to monk rush because
Yeah.
his bow stones and 2 extra golds are all in the same spot. So basically, Vinchester has only the main gold safe, and Mongols without castles, without Mangurais, are like Aztecs without monks, right? Like they're
Yeah.
kind of meh.
Yeah, I mean, like, you still have the siege option, which we have seen be effective in this tournament so far, but you still need some sort of, like, meat unit, like an infantry, archer, or cavalry unit, to make up a lot of your army, and that's going to be tough for Mongols to cobble together something that is going to be great against Aztecs. Honestly, Steppe Lancers could be an option, but it's still going to be awkward against just the amount of pressure in the mid game that Aztecs can provide.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if Dal goes for a barracks and double monastery, I will be so happy. I will be so happy, Daut. The relics are a bit better for Daut, I would say. Like, yes, still better for him compared to 1 and 2 kinda neutral, right? So I do hope he fights for them. He's Aztecs after all, he gets extra gold from the relics. So let's see.
I'm very intrigued for sure because even in a meta where it's very dominated by light cav play, Aztecs still go for monk rushes a lot. They're one of the last holdouts from the Eddie days.
Yeah. Mongols do get heresies though in the long run.
Yep.
So that's a technology that Winchester should definitely consider if he intends to go siege, for instance, in Imp.
And you
But
also have Atonement. Even as bad as Mongol monks are, you at least have that upgrade.
yeah, it was Draken in TTL who did them against Lyri at... No, I don't remember what Civ Lyri was. But it was a weird game in Scandinavia with Mongol monks, but okay.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
Was Lyri Aztec? I don't remember what Civ he was.
I forgot what's... It was definitely Leary. I don't remember what Civ Leary was.
Yeah. Okay, so also TTL is coming back starting next week, I think. That's
Yeah.
nice. I love the tournament.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun to have that more regular league format. Get to see a lot of variety in players.
Yeah, and maps too. I
Yep.
mean, we will still have arena. If I actually didn't check the maps, but if not, we will spend P90. Anyway, maybe he will do some arena, or no, that's a new thing. Like arena with it being open in the back somehow. I don't know, like a small 2 tiles of unwallable.
Oh yeah, that fortified clearing script.
I hate it so much, but okay.
Rage-inducing.
So let's see. They're gonna go up with 25 villagers. That's maybe a bit too late for a Monk Rush. While Vinch is gonna go up also with 25. He didn't take 2 pigs, so I'm not sure what's up with that. I mean, he can see them right on the wall. Vinch.
Yep.
Vinchester. Okay, now he's gonna take them with a scout.
Interesting that Vinch is scouting the entire edge of the middle area of the map.
That's my
I wonder-
pattern of scouting.
Oh, that's what you do as well?
Yeah. I just like to scout everything, and you start in circles, right? You don't do like a weird.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I respect and admire that by Vinchester.
I always scout 100% of the back of my base so I can
Me too.
drop buildings there later on.
I'm still hoping that I will see some extra gold there, like on Wobbly days. Like,
Yeah.
maybe this time there will be some extra gold, but obviously, yeah.
Get a relic inside your wall as well.
It's a silly thing to do, but I still do it as well.
Yeah.
So barracks for Vinch, no surprises. He's gonna go for a stable here. And they will go for scouts. Well, Daut, I assume he will do a barracks, maybe even double barracks if he doesn't want to go too heavy on the monks. Let's see.
I think you can go double barracks or double monastery and still get a decent eco out of it as Aztecs. But, well, getting all 3 buildings right now.
Yeah. I hate the fact that he's blocking a perfect mining camp with a barracks.
Yeah, that's bizarre. And
Freaking
it's
top players.
Aztecs are a civ that go double mining camp all the
Yeah,
time.
for sure. Well, he can do a Vinch mining camp in the corner or something, but that's weird. Oh well. So Vinch market, why do I always say market? Stable and blacksmith. Daut, market, blacksmith, barracks, and only 3 on gold. Oh man. I feel like my dreams are gonna get shattered. And he will go 1 monastery, 1 barracks, and spearman. Well, he's doing some eagles.
And you're gonna maybe try and fight a little bit for map control, but in this meta that is, so heavily dominated by light cav, if you're only going for eagle warriors, there's a very good chance that the light cav will just run around you and kill your monks.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to defend them. So I'm not a fan of what Daut is doing here. I don't think you want to go into an economy game versus Mongols, because if Mongols get to imp, like they become so dangerous. I don't know. I don't like that. I feel like Daut should have played for the early game.
Daut also never got double bit axe. Hopefully he didn't
Ooh.
forget that one. It is just a little bit of an important upgrade. Okay, there we go.
No, it's not a little bit, it's quite important, I would say.
I was using dramatic understatement.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, Vinch going in. Okay, that could be annoying. Oh, Daut, come on. Oh,
Out.
and now he's gonna have to chase him forever, because the eagles are kind of slow. Are there any low HP villagers forward? No. Okay, good. They're all on. Well, only one. Oh no, there is one. Ah no, that's the one he just hit. Never mind.
Vinch not paying attention and loses a scout, though, to the spearman.
Yeah, but now saves the spearman. Scouts are coming, or he wants to do damage. Oh, come on. Oh, okay.
It's a little bit more damage in. We have now the second barracks for Daut, so unfortunately, your dreams are getting shattered today.
But he needs to go heavier on the gold. He now has some idols from the berries that he needs to fix. He's still chasing that scout. And he's gonna do a TC. I mean, you cannot really afford double barracks and a monastery with 5 on gold. He needs to go heavier. Vinch is doing husbandry. Not sure about that. I think I would have preferred like forging here. So, gotta get that villager. Daut got a quick wall. Oh, come on.
Daut has to quick wall.
I have seen him quick wall. He can do that. Okay, trap him. Oh, come on. I could have quick walled that.
Yeah, that was an easier one. But I actually do agree. You're already faster than the Eagles no matter what, so might as well get a little bit of extra damage.
Yeah.
The Scouts.
Oh, come on. Don't leave the villagers exposed. And the monk cannot go out because the scout.
Yeah.
That scout is achieving so much. Seriously, like. But don't. Did he just get? Did he finish the squires? I think he did, or not. Or did he cancel? I'm not sure.
He got squires based on the scout movement speed.
I never remember the eagle movement speed. Okay.
It's 1.1.
Okay. So 30C for Daut on the wood. We got 2 town centers for Vinchester so far. Daut still being annoying. We got 1 relic for Vinch, 0 relics for Daut. That scout is still alive.
Daut now queuing up a couple more spearmen. But with the extra HP, even on the light cav, Vinch gonna just try and take a fight here versus the Eagles with some nice micro as well. Just you could always dictate engagements here with the mounted units.
Yeah, and we got a big fight incoming. I think that's a decent fight for Vinch for sure. Yeah, he could finish that spearman even. Yeah, good micro saving the low HP one.
Beautiful.
Wow, look at the score. Wow. The light
This looks like one of my arena games, if I'm Daut.
Oh, come on,
11 kills to 3 deaths, including a villager. Vinch absolutely cruising through this game, although he is slower in adding in the 3rd TC.
Yeah, but he's now getting relic number 2. Daut finally get his first relic. Lycov, man, that Lycov is so annoying. Daut still without the looms. Oh, he's gonna lose another villager. And he's saving the Lycov. Come on. And now he can get some. No, he cannot get some monk, probably. So that's already 2 dead villagers.
And only the first relic coming in for Daut. Lycab still alive, being annoying, of course. And also, Daut has a lot of idle TC time. He's already closing in on 4 minutes, whereas Vinch is only closing in on 1 minute. And this is allowing Vinch has more villagers and more eco upgrades than his opponent.
Yeah. And look at the kill to death ratio as well. Like, it's insane. So 12 to 3. That's not great. And that's gonna be another dead monk, it seems. Yeah. Yeah. And another one. Oh man, he doesn't even have Sensity yet. Oh no, he's trying to hide. He's trying to block, but there is no way. Man, 14 to 4. Oh, oh no, it's still alive. Are you kidding me? Kill it! Kill it!
Just punch it!
Oh my god.
That's so annoying. Vinch getting caught out a little bit, but still not the end of the world. He is just doing such a good job with these light cav here in the mid game.
Man, it's so annoying. It's so annoying to deal with what Vinchester is doing right now. That light cav is basically driving Daut crazy, I guess. And Vinch got 3 relics already. Daut got, well, 1 is now gonna get the 2nd. He's got on stone. Well, at least the villager numbers are even, but Vinch has Wilbur, so no, still an advantage for Vinch, despite getting his 30C up so much later. Oh boy, another dead monk. Yeah, just opens the monk.
If you're trying to use your eagles to block the scouts, the eagles need to be in front of the monk and not behind the monk.
Oh, Vinch already has husbandry and bloodlines, and now he's getting forging, and the guild S ratio is just insane. Without any 4-stone center as Aztecs against Mongols, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, you're not going to win this one playing for late game. Vinch also on 2 stables now, by the way, going for lots and lots of light cav. Forging about to be in here as well. And this is kind of like what we saw in game number 1 with Berbers. Just make a lot of light cav in the mid game. Make sure you don't lose that map control.
Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say about this remind me of the first game. Not only because the light cav, but also because that's another game in which Daut has to use his speed, like has to use his early aggression, his better sieve at the start, because here, just like in that first game, Vinch will have the better composition in Imp, right? If Vinch can get those Mangudais, it's basically over. And that's why Daut trying to be fast, I think. But his forced 40C boom is the exact opposite of fast.
One might even say it's slow, down slow.
Yeah, those damn slow players.
Yeah.
He's now adding a lot of barracks, just like Vinci said in stables. Yet Daut doesn't want to give up map control. He knows that if he'll get surrounded by castles, he will be in trouble. So he's massing those seagulls, but that will just delay his imp even further. Forging now.
Working with such better eco upgrades already, he's ahead in resources collected versus a Civ that has a much stronger economy.
Yeah.
This is looking a little bit tricky for Daut right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and look at Vinch resources. He is very, very, very close to go up to imp here.
Still running around with these units. If they find Daut's Eagles, which they should, because they're Mongol light cab with lots of line of sight, they can pick those off as well. And, not clicking up yet. Vinch actually needs another building, but University will be done in just a moment. Still going to be much faster up.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that Finch is chasing here. That's not a great fight. I think you like have compared it, and now some monks will kill the eagles. But doesn't matter that much. Daut still doing upgrades, now getting armor for his infantry. And Finch, is any more stables? Ow, the Step Lancer switch.
I don't hate it. Because if you're making a bunch of Eagle Warriors, Step Lancers are one of the best units Mongols can field against them.
Yeah.
You just mass them up, and they'll just fight over each other's shoulders, and the Eagles will have a hard time taking an efficient fight against that.
But Sandal just switched to Pikemen, right? And Step Lancers die to Pikemen, I think.
If there are enough Step Lancers, you can snowball things, but obviously the Pikemen will deal a bunch of damage.
Yeah, especially if Daut can get to Garland Wars, but he's nowhere close here to even clicking up to him. I think Vinch will be in it before Daut clicks up, actually.
That seems pretty likely at this rate, especially since Daut is continuing to train units. Now have Iron Casting in, which, to be fair, should be a bit of a tip-off for Daut that, okay, my opponent isn't going to be investing into a bunch of cavalry units since he's even getting that second attack upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah. Finch is going a bit heavier on the stone right now with 9 villagers, so he soon will be able to add his first castle. But that should be a first of many, because Mangudai is his go-to unit later. And now Daut can see those Step Lancers. He's trying to lure them towards the monks. I don't think he should fight here again. Yeah, just go back a bit and regroup. Daut is up. Okay, I was wrong. Daut is up. And he's doing the pikemen. I like that. And yeah, more barracks. So pikemen versus Step Lancers, and then switch to Mangudai's skirmishers, something like that.
I guess so. I guess the question's also going to be, are you going to grab Elite Step Lancer? That is called Heavy Camel, an upgrade you do not want to get versus...
Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't know if you will realize that. That's probably a misclick. Oh no. Oh no. You know what? No, actually his hotkeys were fine. I thought maybe it's a hotkey. Oh, what? He clicked it on it again. Yeah, it's a hotkey. It seems he cancelled it and then he clicked again.
Just click on the button, man.
Okay,
there we go.
Nice. Daut is going for Eagle Warrior upgrade. Okay. I'm not sure about that. I think Pikeman should... Oh, only now bow, so that's not good at all.
Very late, not even with Heavy Plow either. Still, Daut is going to make it to the Imperial Age. It's not like the castle is forward and he's already getting trebbed down as a Civ without Bombard Cannon, so... In that context, things could certainly be worse for Daut.
Yeah, okay, now the Step Lancers all stacked together. Still useless, or... No, they're killing everything. Wow. Okay.
They even had Blast Furnace in. They're pretty good.
I mean, they're good until Daut messes his pikemen, but the score lead now is scary. Daut has more villagers, but I don't know. I prefer Vinchester position for sure here. It's gonna go for the stone outside. Almost has enough for a second castle. And I mean, if Daut doesn't finish this soon, or well, he has no way to finish this.
Yeah,
But if Vinch
he's
gets to
stuck playing late game.
Mangudais, yeah, like what can Daut do here?
Uh, Skirms with that ladle, I guess, but it doesn't really feel great, that's for sure.
Freaking Daut, man, allowing. Oh man, look how quickly his wall goes down.
I'm telling you, man, Step Lancer is really good.
Oh man. Oh man, that's psychological warfare right there. Like that's carried out for sure. Block printing now, final armor. He does have a castle. He's now doing Garland Wars, which will be a really nice addition. Daut needs traps, because Vinch is already working on some Mangudais. Getting Bracer now, getting Partial Tactics, just got Chemistry, got Conscription. 29 on stone, damn. Already getting the second castle, very defensive castle, making sure that his castles will last for a while.
And I like, again, Vinch making sure he's gathering the forward resources at least a bit more intensively than his safe gold in the back, especially in a matchup where you know that you're probably going to win if things go very late. And Daut only just now starting his trebuchet production. It feels like there is just so much time being given to Vinchester to get a much better army than his opponent.
Yeah. I just want to say that I would love a forwardish castle by Daut, but it was supposed to be more forward to be able to to defend the traps. Oh no, the Step Lancers. No, not coming. Elite Mangudai now for Vinchester. Okay, Ace is gonna be so problematic for Daut. He's trying to go for Elite Eagle Warrior. I kind of feel like that does not work against Step Lancers and Mangudais.
No, I know it's a meme, but I actually think skirmishers would be the better play here.
Yeah, I agree. Or at least many monks, but
yeah,
no, I don't see any use for eagles here, to be honest.
Step Lancers, of course, stacking up as they tend to do.
Yeah, but this fight was tricky. I feel like if Daut can mass, let's say 5 traps, he's not doing them anymore, but do like 2 more traps. And if he starts taking castles down quickly before Vinch can mass enough Mangudais, maybe he will have time. But now that's already 12 elite Mangudais with only one armor missing, and they will be fully upgraded, so I don't know.
If Daut can continue to stall time, though, that would be quite good. Yeah, just go take down the trebuchet. Well, you can.
Oh,
But Vinch is
you
still
asked,
working closer.
you
Yeah.
asked, and Daut delivers. Elite Skirmisher, Ballistics, he got Bracer already, getting armor. So it's gonna be full trash and monks versus the power of the Mongols. I don't know.
No matter what Daut does, it's not going to look too pretty at this point. He is making more monks, though. Got 4 trebs. Oh. Vinch with a couple snipe attempts.
Oh no, the traps. Oh no. Oh no. And the castle now inside of Daut's base is gonna go down. Luckily for Daut, Vinch does not choose those villagers in the north. Could be 11 dead villagers. But now Daut has pikemen versus elite Mangudais. He does have a couple of monks, but
They could at least be able to put some pressure there, but Mangudai, of course, can snipe monks as well. And there really isn't anything to pressure the tribes. You have a bunch of eagle warriors on the way.
Ooh, and Vinchester is raiding Daut on the goal. Daut not paying attention, losing quite a few villagers there right outside of his gate. Eagles are now coming. Monks are trying to get conversions. Castles getting repaired, but I don't know. Looking tough. Looking tough. Hasser now. Well, Daut has more military. I mean, that's something, but he needs to save that castle. That would be great if he can save it.
I do like Doubt's monk usage here. He is
Yeah.
really trying to make sure he's getting conversions at every possible opportunity. Eagles coming in, and if they can actually find some surface
Oh,
area
no.
against the trebuchets, that can be good as well.
Almost killing one trap. I feel like he should try and send like 3 eagles to get that trap. Because that castle is quite important.
Oh, right now, yeah.
Yeah, save it. Wrong. Oh, it saved it. Daut actually saved the castle.
Oh,
Son of a gun. That was so important.
and you know what? Kind of like game number 1 again, Doubt's just trying to muscle his way through his opponent's army.
Huh? Well, but Vinch still has so much gold. He has 5 castles. So look at those 3 ultra defensive castles all the way to the back. So it's not like Vinch is gonna be out of Margudites, but so far the trash military is doing the job. The problem is it's so hard to push Mongols with traps, right? Because those Margudites dive in and the snipers. Look at them sharing gold in the north. So cute.
Aww.
Aww. And well, let's see. Vinch doing a good job trying to snipe the trap. Oh, in the last second, snipes it. He's also messing his own traps. Daut is gonna try and take the gold in the south, which could be great for him. And let's see. Vinch has maybe too many villagers, I would say. But he's not even popped, so.
Yeah, I don't think that's too big of a deal. The thing for Vinch is that it feels like he can stall this game basically forever. He's got 3 castles in the back. He's got 3 relics. And it's just eventually he's going to have 200 pop. Daut will have 200 pop, and Vinch's 200 pop will be way, way better. And I don't really see how Daut can ever push.
Yeah. He needs... I don't even think he needs to mass traps right now. If he will use traps now, he will just lose them all. Like, try and trade skirmishers against Mangurais. Try to make Vinch run out of gold. I know we are far from there, because he still has almost 3k gold. But save the traps for later, because you see another trap's gonna die now, probably. No, those hussars are not engaging. And what's the relic situation again? 3 versus 2. So the relics are fair, right? Aztec relics. It's basically almost 3-3. Well, do you think there is a chance for a Daut victory here in game number 5, or it's just a question of time?
At this point, it feels more of a question of time, but Daut is still 1 good engagement from starting to turn this around. He does need to get out Lattle, though. +2 defense wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. And it's just Vinch is banking up so many resources right now, so that so long as he has good control, and he does lose several Mangudai there for free, he'll be very well set up.
Yeah. Look at the kill to death ratio. More than double for Vinchester. Let's just carry. Mangudais are so good. Look how many blue units are dying, and what? 2 Mangudais? 3 Mangudais?
Exactly.
A lot of them. Yeah.
So the skirms are going to be a bit better, and Mongols missing that last armor upgrade means they will even be taking a bit more damage from the skirmishers, but Vinch has so much gold that he could even switch into drill onagers if he really feels the need to.
Oh yeah, that would be great. He has a stone even for another castle, but I don't see a reason to use it yet. And he's now going to attack the castle in the north that Daut just finished, so...
I really like how Vinch is trebbing where he knows that Daut's army is not.
Yeah, that's really, really good. Nomads now for Vinch. Well, he will not get housed at least.
Yep. I guess that is technically a positive. And there's drill on the way.
Oh boy. But what do you add? Do you actually add onagers here, or you add siege rams? I feel like siege rams could be great here.
I feel like you could justify siege ram, onager, or even scorpion. But you can go all of them, or any of them.
Onager, oh man.
Onager, I think onager makes the most sense though.
The real onager is just insane. And look at Vinchester's economy, like elite step lancers, elite Mangudais, drill onager is like Mongols eye-hacking lousy civilization.
Yeah, Mongols have always been my favorite civ. It's just so fun to play them.
Yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
still struggling to find a win condition for Daut.
Well, maybe he will pull a game 1 Vinchester and we'll find one for us. He's messing some traps at the back. Adding... No, only 3. Vinch is now officially out of gold. There is still that gold in the south that both can access. But he still has 2k gold, and Daut is completely out of gold. So that's great for Vinch.
Vinch has actually killed 54 Vils throughout all of this just by raids here and there, and Daut's eco is not super good. He's only at 100 Vils. His bank isn't fantastic. His unit queue is not great either. And Vinch is still getting more time. He's at 8.1k army value right now.
Yeah. And Daut, I think he's going to push too early. I think he's... Oh man. Oh man, the real onagers are coming.
Oh,
Daut,
no.
run! Run! You can see... Oh no. That could
Run
be...
away! Run away!
Oh no. Oh no. Well... Well...
That's still pretty... Oh, danger close!
Nah. This is looking like the final battle.
Redemption coming in for Daut. Gonna maybe try and go for some conversions onto those onagers, but Finch very safely able to siege up here with the trebuchets.
Yeah. Feels like the clock is ticking here for Daut. Like, he cannot really push. And he's losing economy, as you said. Like, he lost access to stone, he lost the gold in the south. And he's out of gold, he is in trouble. Troubles.
Uh-huh. Well, Daut thinking he needs to take the engagement at this point. Maybe some conversions into some big onager hits on the Bangudai would be his best bet, but that ain't happening right now.
Okay, the skirmisher is getting bamboozled. Ay, 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 ay. Final moments of Daut in Masters of Arena.
Oh, it looks like it. Daut's pop is dropping. The Trebs are popping the castles.
But careful, careful with your onagers. Okay, castle is down. Monk is there, but one conversion. I mean, that's something, but that's not enough.
It is not. It's not much, but it is technically something.
Look where the traps are going. The two hussars are gonna kill all the traps, and he opens the... Oh no. Okay.
0 castles left for Daut. No more stone with which to make them, which means he can't make any more trebuchets, which means that you're not pushing Mongols anytime soon.
Well, no, well, you know what? Daut is still massive military. I mean, he's going full trash, and he doesn't have hussars as the Aztecs, of course, like Kev or anything, but he does have skirmishers, and the monks are there getting another conversion. Vinch is out of gold though. He still has 26 Mangudais and Onager.
And he's still training more units, and the thing is, his unit retention is still really high, and he has 3 relics. So all of this seems like it's still perfectly fine for Vinch. He's at 200 pop, Daut is at 140 pop and dropping.
Yeah.
And yeah, Vinch looking to be our very first semifinalist in Masters Arena 7.
True. True. He even has hussars inside, raiding again, giving those villagers flashbacks from that one annoying light cove at the start of the game. And yeah, now it's a matter of time. Daut's population is 135. Vinchester is popped. Game is absolutely over here.
Oh yeah, forgot about the games yesterday. It was too long ago. I can't remember things from yesterday. We have first semifinalist of today.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already had Vilesa and Valas with Fins. taking their spot, but Vinch will definitely join them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And Vinch with this victory, well, incoming victory, secures himself $800, which is very nice. And GG Gold. GG Gold.
Feels
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah, kinda. Well, first of all, congratulations to Winchester. He played absolutely amazing in all this series, right? But I feel like Daut could have played a bit smarter, maybe in the Berbers game and maybe in this game, and he could have gotten to the semis. But still, nonetheless, not taking anything from Winchester, he played amazing, right?
Yeah, and it felt like Vinch knew what he was going for. Like he knew what he had to do in all of those games that he won and was more decisive than Doubt and seemed to have a clearer picture, especially of how the unit transitions went throughout the game. And that is just so important on Arena, of course.